Hello, colors. Welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to the home of everything Barcelona, where we are going to be discussing on some interesting updates. We start with Ansu Fati, as it has been reported that the Barcelona rising star will do everything to help the club and his national team. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Then, secondly, talking about Pablo Gavi, it has been reported that the Barca midfielder finished the Mallorca game yesterday with a discomfort. We are also going to be discussing on that. So guys, as we get right into it in much detail, please do ensure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. On Saturday night, when Barca faced RCD Mallorca on the Sun Whites, Ansu Fati made his first start of the season in La Liga. The 19-year-old wonder kid has been used very carefully and cautiously by manager Xavi Hernandez this term, owing to his past history of injuries. Until last night, the La Masia Ace had started just one match this season, that was against Victoria Pleasant in the UEFA Champions League. However, having been handed a start against Mallorca, Ansu Fati made a solid impression as he got the assist for the only goal of the game, scored by none other than Robert Lewandowski. Even though he has played just a little over 200 minutes in La Liga this season, the Spaniard has directly contributed to 5 goals, that is 2 goals, 3 assists, indicating his potential and quality. Having been snubbed by Spain manager Luis Enrique for the recent international break, it was so important that Ansu Fati bounced back strongly, and which is what he did on Saturday night. Speaking to Barca TV after the contest, the teenager star highlighted the importance of the victory, saying that it is very important victory it was. We know that after the break it cost a bit and winning was necessary. Drawing at home against Rayo on match day 1 motivated us to win and bring joy to the fans. Ansu Fati also thanked his coach, Xavi, for his support and vowed to do everything he can for Barcelona and the Spanish national team whenever he is called upon. He said, "I thank the coach and everyone who is helping me out. I will do everything in my power to help this club and the national team when I play," Ansu Fati said. So it has not been an easy experience, as we all know, for the teenager, especially after the injury ordeals that this guy have gone through in recent years. However, building up his confidence bit by bit, this could be very key of getting Ansu Fati back to his best. I was really happy as Ansu Fati started his first La Liga game yesterday. All the other games he have always been as a substitute, and I think Xavi made the right decision to start Ansu Fati in yesterday's game. Knowing fully well that Ansu Fati have not been too happy for the fact that Enrique snubbed him for the international break, and seeing the hunger that Ansu Fati brings, Xavi understands and had to start him yesterday. I think it was the right time to do that, and oh my god, Ansu Fati did not fail to impress. He gave the assist to Robert Lewandowski to score the only goal of that game. Of course, what a goal it was from Robert Lewandowski, with that brilliance from him. So I think Ansu Fati is coming to his best gradually. It's not something to hurry, but I think Ansu Fati will certainly return to his very best, and we can see it already. 3 assists and 2 goals so far this campaign. And getting the red start yesterday was so important. I think Xavi made the best decision, and he did that impact, giving that good assist to Lewandowski. Ansu Fati has suffered a lot when it comes to injuries. He has been injury prone. It is sad to say this, but that's just the truth. But I think that Xavi and the medical staff of Barca, they are trying so hard to ensure that this young guy does not succumb to injury all the time, because having Ansu Fati fit for the longest time will gonna help us a lot to play well. He is that kind of guy that contributes a lot to the team. We quite remember prior to this injury ordeals for Ansu Fati, he was the best player, no doubt, in the team. And as far as Barca trusting him to handing him the number 10 jersey after Lionel Messi left, that's a really big remark about you must be that special talent before you can be taking the 10 shirt for Barca. So that already shows the kind of faith that Barca have in Ansu Fati, and I think Xavi is doing just the right thing alongside the medical staff to ensure that Fati does not succumb to injuries anymore, and gradually, I think he should be happy that Enrique did not even call, because the international break, we can see the kind of karma that Barcelona were facing. Many of our players went down due to injuries. It was like it's not normal. So I think it's a blessing in disguise that Ansu Fati was not even called upon for the Spanish national team this international break, because who knows what could have happened. It could have been another crazy story for us after the cautious and everything that Xavi have been trying to ensure that Fati stays fit this season. So I think Ansu Fati needs to be happy for the fact that he was not called, but I think for the World Cup, definitely he will be called. Xavi admitted yesterday that he usually speaks with Luis Enrique, and I think there's that collaboration between the duo. And regarding Ansu Fati, I think there'll be a huge decision prior to the World Cup in Qatar, and I think Ansu Fati will play in that World Cup. So it's just a matter of time. I think everything will be fine, but I think he's doing so well. Given that crucial assist yesterday, it's so important, which made us to win the game 1-0. Then moving on to the next story of discussion, Barcelona celebrated their 6th successive victory of the La Liga 2022-23 season following a narrow 1-0 win over Mallorca away from home. The game, which was decided through Robert Lewandowski's only goal, put forward a late concern for certain Gavi. The 18-year-old, who started alongside Sergio Busquets and Frank Kessié, showed some evident discomfort towards the final stretch of the game, and his malaise turned into a surprise when manager Xavi decided to keep him on the field. With FC Barcelona leading through a solitary goal in the team, leading defensive solidity while bringing someone who could capitalize on the counters. In turn, Xavi brought in Ferran Torres for Ousmane Dembele and Sergio Roberto for Jordi Alba, while keeping Gavi on the field. As reported now by Spanish publication Mundo Deportivo, the 18-year-old did not shy away from showing his surprise towards the changes, as his evident frustration was captured by the TV3 cameras. It must be noted that despite making 4 changes, Xavi could have taken Gavi off, but he ended up playing full minutes after all. Good thing, however, remains the fact that there is nothing serious about the discomfort he showed, and despite being available for a majority of games this season, starting 7 of the 9 games so far, he will be available for selection against Inter in all the important UEFA Champions League clash. Interestingly enough, Gavi has appeared in each of Barca's 9 competitive games this season, starting from the bench only against Elche and Victoria Pleasant. On top of that, he also got to play full 90 minutes against Switzerland while on international duty with Spain, and also played a 30-minute cameo against Portugal. Sadly enough, despite the abundance of minutes, Pablo Gavi is here to open his account for Barcelona this season. Furthermore, despite averaging 1.9 key passes per game in La Liga, he is here to register an assist as well. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.